Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Learn Competitive Programming with CodeChef. If you are interested in competitive programming and want to learn and master data structures and algorithms, then this is a one-stop destination for you. Every week we'll post CodeChef problem explanations, conceptual videos on various programming paradigms, and also conduct live problem-solving sessions. But before we actually get started, here's a reminder to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. Great, now that you have subscribed, let's get started. Today we are going to solve the problem HTML tags, which is a cakewalk problem belonging to the June lunchtime. Now let us see the problem statement. So in the problem statement, we have to find out whether an HTML tag is valid or not, and what are the conditions given in the problem such that we can find that whether the HTML tag is valid or not. So the first condition is the HTML tag will always start with this and the tag will always end with this. So these are the two conditions that have to be definitely there. Then the third condition is that the tag body, that means after the opening and the closing of the tag, the body that will be there, whatever we write in the tag, will only contain lowercase alphanumeric characters. Lowercase alphanumeric characters means that it can only contain characters from A to Z, that too in lowercase, or it can contain characters from 0 to 9. So no other characters can be there in the tag body. So we cannot have uppercase characters, we cannot have special characters, or we cannot even have a space in this tag body. So that is how it goes for alphanumeric characters. Now the fourth condition is that we have a non-empty body. That means that at least one character will be present in this tag body. So whatever be that character, that is not our concern, but there has to be a single character present in the tag body, only then the tag is valid. So if we just have a tag something like the opening bracket and the closing, so this tag is not valid because here we do not have any character present in the tag body. So now if all of these four conditions are satisfied, then we'll print success. If not, then we'll print error. This is our problem statement. So we can easily find that out. How? Because this is a string, so we can store this string in the form of a string data type, and then if we store it in string data type, we will have indexes to it. Now indexes usually in every programming language starts from 0, so I have also taken it from 0. So here you can see that I have marked the indexes here of each and every individual character. So this tag will also be considered as an individual character in a string, right? So what we can check, that at the index 0 and index 1, these two should be the characters, and at the last index, that is length of the string minus 1, the last index should have the closing tag character. So if we check these two, then we can ensure that the first two conditions are satisfied. Now all that is needed is to check that this tag body is not violating the condition that the tag body should only have alphanumeric lowercase characters. So now we just need to go to each and every character. We just need to iterate in the tag body and check that each and every character lie within this range. That is, it is either lowercase character from A to Z, or it is from 0 to 9 number. So no other possibility should be there. If any other character is present apart from these, then this tag will not be valid, and there and then we can just print error because the tag is not valid and we don't have to check further. Now one more thing that will be there is that this tag, we were given that it should have a non-empty tag body. It means that in a tag, the opening and the closing will definitely be there, and one character, say H. So one character will definitely be there. Then only the tag will be valid. So one of the conditions that we can say that only then the tag will be valid is that the length of this string has to be greater than 3. The length of the string will be greater than 3, only then the given string which consists of the tag will be valid. How? Because we have 4 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we have anything short of 4 characters, then the tag will never be valid. For example, if we have something like this, now this contains 3 characters, but it is not valid because it does not have an alphanumeric body here in the tag. If we have something like this, then again some critical things that the tag needs, that an HTML tag needs, is missing here. So again, this will also not be valid. All of these things will not be valid. So this is how you're going to solve this problem. These are the conditions that you need to check. Now we should see what are the input, output and constraints. So input is first line has the number of test cases. Then each line will consist of a single string which will describe our tag. So the string will contain something like this. This will be our entire string. That will be an HTML tag. Now output can be a success or error based on the fact that the HTML tag is satisfying all the conditions or not. And we can print them in uppercase or lowercase, so that does not matter. So all of it is fine. Now constraints. So constraints are not very large, and the ASCII range is also given, that the ASCII range in which the characters of the HTML tag body will lie will be from 33 to 126. So you can even consider this ASCII range to test your code. Now I hope that this is a very simple problem, and to solve even tougher problems you can go check out the Unacademy app, where CodeChef conducts free live classes on Unacademy, and there is a repository of content related to competitive programming. So if you like that content, you can also take the Plus subscription, which will offer many more fabulous offers. So definitely, if you want to enhance your coding practice, then you should try it out. Now let us do the code. The code here will be in C++. So we have taken input for the number of test cases. Then we have defined a string, and we are taking input for the HTML tag. Then we have defined bool answer variable, which is initially false, means we are assuming that our HTML tag is not valid. Now we will check the conditions that can make it valid. So the first and foremost condition to check will be that n is greater than 3. So n is the length of this HTML tag given to us. So as we discussed, that the length of the tag has to be greater than 3, at least minimum 4, in order for a tag to be valid. So that is why we are checking if n is greater than 3, only then other checks for the validity of the HTML tag will be performed. Otherwise it will straight away, the answer will remain false and the tag will be deemed as invalid. So now suppose n is greater than 3, then what are the things that we need to check? So another condition that we can check without iterating through each and every character of the tag is that at the index 0 and 1 it should be the opening thing of the tag, and at the last index it should be the closing bracket of the tag. So this we should check. We have placed this in the form of an expression. So whatever will be the answer of this expression will either be true or false. So depending on that, the value of answer will change. So if it is true, the answer will become true. If this comes out to be false, then answer will remain false. Now we are running a for loop. So in the for loop, we will check that from I equals to 2 to n minus 1, to less than n minus 1. Now it starts from 2 because for 0 and 1 index we have already checked. Now from the second index onwards it will be an alphanumeric character. We have to check for that. And it should be checked until n minus 2, because for n minus 1th index we have already checked that it should be the closing brace of the tag, and before that whatever alphanumeric characters were present, we have to check for that. So now if condition consists of is lower, so is lower is a function in C++ which checks whether the value of this s of I is a lowercase character, and is digit checks whether it is a digit or not. So if either of these conditions are true, we have placed an or here. So any of these conditions are true, that means then our tag is still valid and we need to iterate further. So that is why I have placed a not equal sign here. So this not equal will ensure that if this condition becomes somehow false, then this if condition will become true and we can make our answer false. So this is how the code is working. Now after coming out of the loop, out of this entire validation, we will check if the answer still remains true, then we'll print success. If the answer has become false, then we will print error. So guys, this was the code. Now if you've understood it, then please like the video